What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Redden here with episode number 21 of the Unemployment Challenge. As everyone remember, I got sacked from Worcester City in the previous episode. It took me almost a year to get a job, and here I am with White Hawk in the Blue Square South, or Squirrel South, or whatever the hell it's called these days. I've played a couple of games. I have gone up to what I thought was the halfway stage, but I forgot it's actually 22 teams in the division. I've played an extra 2 teams. So we'll get straight into it. First game was a 3-0 defeat away at Staines. Chris Dagnon in the 33rd minute put them 1-0 up. And then in the 65th minute, Matt Wilson made it 2. Ricky Woods made it 3. And there was 9 shots to 6 in their favour. 6 shots to 0 in their favour. On target, and we had 50% possession each. Followed that up with our first win, a 1-0 home win against Bournemouth, who were top at the time. It was 1-0 to me. A goal from Tom Rosenthal in the 79th minute, giving me the win. 18 shots to 5 in Bournemouth's favour. They had 5 on target to my 1, and they had 52% possession. We then lost 4-3 in the FA Trophy qualifying round against Tunbridge Angels, I believe it actually is. Joe Dunk put them 1 up in the 6th minute. 10 minutes later, Rob Evans made it 2, and Gary Sheridan made it 3 just 3 minutes later. Matty Wichelow made it 3-1 just before half time. In the second half, Cameron Kennedy made it 3-2 in the 53rd minute, and just 60 seconds after the hour mark, he equalised to make it 3-all. Typical Football Manager style, just 3 minutes later, Gary Sheridan made it 4-3 to Tunbridge from the penalty spot. 12 shots to 11 in their favour. They had 7 on target to my 3, and they had 51% possession. We then lost 3-0 at Dorchester. 0-0 at half time. Greg O'Neill put Dorchester 1 up in the 54th minute. 20 minutes later, Jake Dix got sent off for us, and that was what cost us, as just 8 minutes later Greg O'Neill made it 2, and then in the 3rd minute of added on time at the end of the match, Kevin Campbell made it 3. Stats wise, 19 shots to 5 Dorchester's favour. They had 5 on target to my 2, and they had 51% possession. I then followed that up with a 5-2 home defeat against Bath. Cameron Kennedy put us drew us level after Tom Ball put Bath 1-0 up in the 6th minute. Kennedy made it 1-1 just 60 seconds later. In the 15th minute, Gareth Lowley made it 2-1 to Bath, but with 3 minutes to go, Cameron Kennedy made it 2-2 to send us in at half time. Jason Tarbuck was sent off for us just 60 seconds into the second half, and that again cost us a Sekou Diarra penalty in the 63rd minute. A Nicky McCarthy goal, 15 minutes to go, and then on a stroke of full-time time, Thornley made it 5-2 to Bath to give them 3 points. 9 shots to 7 in Bath's favour. They had 6 on target to my 2, and they had 55% possession. We then drew 2-2 at Basingstoke. Andre Bell put them 1 up in the 22nd minute. Jonathan Saunders made it 2-0 just with 10 minutes to go for half time. Matty Wichelow made it 2-1 on the stroke of half time to give us a chance. Just after the hour mark, Cameron Kennedy made it 2-2, and we weren't able to get a winner, so we ended up taking our first point for a couple of games. 14 shots to 8 in my favour. I had 9 on target to their 5, and I had 56% possession. We then won 2-0 at Gloucester. Scott Cook in the 4th minute put through his own net to give us the lead, and with just 15 minutes to go, Cameron Kennedy made it 2-0 to wrap up our second lot of 3 points. 16 shots to 5 in my favour. We both had 3 shots each on target, and I had 55% possession. We then made it 2 wins out of 2 by beating Bromley at home. Cameron Kennedy in the 11th minute, and then again on the stroke of half time to give me a 2-0 lead. Jordan Clark pulling 1 back for Bromley with half an hour to go, but that was the last goal malfunction as we ran out 2-1 winners. 12 shots to 11 in my favour. I had 7 on target to their 2, and I had 51% possession. We then followed that with a 4-0 home defeat by White Hawk. Callum Mitchell made it 1-0 to them in the 23rd minute, and we were 1-0 down at half time. In the second half, Ian Murphy put them 2-0 up with just 60 seconds gone. Callum Hannigan made it 3-0 in the 53rd minute, and then Dave Fright in the 63rd minute made it 4-0 to give him the 3 points. 10 shots to 5 in their favour. They had 8 on target to my 2, and I had 55% possession. It was then 2-2 away at Maidstone. Cameron Kennedy put us 1-0 up in the 12th minute, and then in the 34th minute Ray Locke made it 1-1, and round the stroke of half time Martin Newsham made it 2-1 to Maidstone. Connor Howie was injured in the 60th minute. For once it went in my way as Tom Rosenthal equalised for us just 10 minutes later, and that was the final goals of the game as we ended 2-2. 10 shots to 9 in Maidstone's favour. We had 4 each on target, and they had 51% possession. We then lost 3-2 at home to Farnborough. Lewis Codlin put Farnborough 1-0 up in the 18th minute. Lewis Crook made it 2-0 with just 10 minutes to go before half time. Cameron Kennedy gave us some hope by equalising pulling one back just 2 minutes later, and we were 2-1 down at half time. In the 64th minute Kennedy got his second in the game to make it 2-2, and then 9 minutes later however Lewis Codlin made it 3-2 to give Farnborough the win. 15 shots to 11 in my favour. I had 8 on target to their 6, and they had 58% possession. We then drew 3-3 at home to Wildston. Matt Lowe put Wildston 1-0 up in the 22nd minute. Cameron Kennedy equalised just 4 minutes later to make it 1-1, and we were in 1-1 at half time. Sean Weaver made it 2-1 to Wildston just 10 minutes after half time. 4 minutes later Matt Lowe put through his own net to make it 2-2, and then just 5 minutes after that Tom Rosenthal put us in front to make it 3-2. Matt Lowe got his his third of the game, but his second for Wildston to make it 3-0 with 15 minutes to go. But that was how it ended, and we took a point. It was 9 shots to 7 in Wildston's favour, 7 shots on target to my 3. I had 55% possession. Last game of the section was a 1-0 defeat at Eastbourne Borough. Joe Hart goal with just 26 minutes to go, giving Eastbourne the only goal of the game and the 3 points. 9 shots to 4 in their favour. They had 2 on target to my 1, and they had 52% possession. So that was it for the section. We won 3 games, drawing 3 as well, but losing 5. It was, as you can see, it's put us 17th in the table. We are 1 point clear of the relegation zone, which is a bit of a worry, especially when you see my confidence or what they want us to do. And my job status, I actually have just recently found out, is actually very insecure, because they essentially want us to get to the playoffs. Because to be quite honest, Whitehawk are a decent team in Blue Squirrel South, in the Squirrel South or whatever it's called these days. We'll have a look at some stats, some player stats. We got Callum Kennedy has actually joined in the goal scorer with 12 with McCarthy from Bath. He had scored quite a few in my reign. I think he scored about 5 or 6 while I've been taking charge, so it's not too bad for him. Cut wise, obviously you saw we went out to Tunbridge Angels, I believe it is, in the FA Trophy. We lost out to Dorchester in the FA Cup qualifying round by not actually started there. Finance wise, £150,000 in debt, and we will be £369,000 at the end of the season. We do have two loans though. One will be done in 3 years' time, and the other one will be done in 8 years' time. Don't think I'll be around for either of them, to be quite honest. As you can see, I am very insecure, and we are now going into the end of season. Confidence wise, as you can see, Squirrel South, they want us to get to the playoffs. They're disappointed with the way it's going, obviously. FA Cup, I didn't actually take charge. They're disappointed I didn't reach the first round of the FA Trophy, but they can understand why I went out to Tunbridge. So that's it for this episode, guys. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe, would appreciate it all, and tune in next time for end of season review. Do we stay up? Let's hope so. Hopefully we'll be okay, and then we can get some signings in during the summer, maybe during January, though I don't really normally bring that many in. And then I can have the team could hopefully be mine, as they say, in January and the new year and summer, hopefully, and then we can go on from there. But until next time, guys, as always, take it steady.